I consider the tremolo technique the real litmus test of right-hand technique. You have to have everything going the right way in order to make the tremolo at all. And so once you've got the tremolo happening, you've got right-hand technique just down pat. And so that's a great vehicle to work on technique in general. And it also allows you to play some really beautiful music. I'm going to use a little bit of my piece I call Prelude to Joy, kind of as a vehicle. For one reason, the whole beginning section is on open strings, and so I'm just going to tune down to the sixth string is a D, and fifth string is a G. So now we're just in drop G tuning, and it starts just like this on open strings. So that's the idea, and I've done what I tell everyone never to do, which is to put nylon strings on a steel string guitar. So you're not going to get the full effect of a real classical guitar. But this is the guitar that I have here on the boat. It's a carbon fiber instrument that's great for these really high humidity situations. Just to do this tremolo, it's really nice with the nylon strings. Can be done with steel strings too. So. Let's look at the basic technique now. I'm going to play the fifth string with my thumb, and then the three fingers all play the same string. Ring, middle, index on the same string. So that's the basic classical tremolo. And in order to get that so that it rolls, so that I get these three notes the same volume, the same tempo, the same tone, the same pretty tone. It takes a lot of things to do that. So let's take it in the different steps. The first thing that we need to do is to get a great tone and a relaxed tone on those three notes. And so I can't overemphasize the importance of that step. And so this is going to be really slow practice. You're not going to be doing speed for a while. So after you play the thumb, we're going to relax that hand and work. I've got a lot of tutorials on relaxed right hand and tone techniques, both in the 50 right hand techniques course and also on my TrueFire channel, of course. And so you might want to work through those to relax that hand, strike with a ring, strike with a middle, strike with the index. And we want to let the fingers just snap back to place, just fall back to place, and work on getting each note to sound without stopping it with the next finger. See, there's a tendency to, in fact, some teachers teach practicing staccato, and I don't agree with practicing staccato technique for the tremolo. I think the more important thing is to be able to keep those notes ringing. Building the speed is going to be a whole lot easier if you've gotten used to, after you play it, it's a very quick motion so that your finger doesn't sit there and stop the string. It doesn't come too soon and stop the string. So you have to really concentrate on just letting that finger hang in the air long enough, and then strike it with a very quick, light motion. So quick and relaxed motion. Okay, that's a big, big step right there. And there's a lot that goes into that. Alright, so let's say we've worked on that for a while, and then we're ready to move on to the next technique. Now, this is the really exciting part. This is how you're going to develop speed. And you can also use the same technique for developing speed with scales. So I'm going to practice playing every other note really quickly, and I'm going to do that by practicing the first two really fast, so that from thumb to ring, right? And then I'm going to practice playing from middle to index really fast. Now, every other note gets plenty of time, as much time as you want, in fact. So, and as I'm practicing that, I'm listening to the tone again, and listening that I'm not cutting those notes off, letting them ring. All right, and now I'm going to do the exact opposite. So I'm practicing playing da-da, those two really close together, and da-da, these two really close together. So I'm going to now practice like this. So it'll be thumb, and then now it's going to be ring, middle really close together, so bum, and then index thumb really close together. So I got So I'm splitting my practice exactly in half is what I'm doing. I practice playing in these really close together and then these really close together. So then theoretically I should be able to play all of them much faster, okay? So, and it works. You can even go through an entire phrase or even the entire piece, which is kind of weird to do. It sounds kind of strange. So that's going to be my my practice regimen now. I'm going thumb, ring, middle, index, and then I'm going to moving my thumb to the fourth string, and then the third string, fourth string, third, fourth. And I'll write that out for you so you can check out that on the notes and tablature as well.